I am in the laundry room, as you can see, and I know this is stupid, but I'm very excited to see that our sink has been installed. This clearly is not a new sink. It's one that we bought, I think like 3 years ago, or maybe more than 3 years ago. We found it online on, I think, Facebook Marketplace from a woman that had, I don't know, she had a lot of stuff in her yard, and this sink was one of many items that we bought. It originally came from a school, so it was like an old school sink for washing hands. And we decided to use it as the laundry room sink. It's nice and wide, which is great. And we have our 2 taps, hot and cold. Right now, the hot water for this sink and the sinks in the kitchen was just installed a few days ago, but it's not fully hooked up. So it's not hooked up to this sink yet, so the hot doesn't work. But Sylvain, who installed the sink and put in the drain system, did hook up the cold. So it's really nice that we have this, and as we move forward, and soon we'll be able to move our actual laundry facilities into the laundry room. Is trying to hide, but he's setting up the lights for the kitchen, which Marc said were white. Marc a dit que les lustres sont blancs.
Ouais.
Ça n'a pas blanc.
Ah si, c'est bon, oui.
Non,
ah,
blanc.
Non, aussi, il y en a une qui est blanc. Il y en a une un petit peu plus claire, mais du coup, vous l'avez trouvé.
Ah.
Ça n'est pas tout à fait de la même couleur que les autres.
Mais cela, c'est bon. Alright, c'est vert.
C'est vert. Voilà, j'ai tout assemblé, j'ai tout nettoyé.
Yeah. So Sylvain's just been cleaning them up and putting them together because the top pieces are separate. Le morceau ici, c'est séparé.
C'est séparé, ouais.
Oui.
Ouais, ça y est, j'ai tout mis en place. Vérifier toutes les connexions, là, ça doit être bon, l'installation. Ça y est.
Oui. So he's just going to have to install and make the connections, and it's all good. J'ai oublié, est-ce qu'on a les chaînes ou quelque chose pour ça?
C'est ce que je suis en train de discuter avec Marc.
Ah.
Parce qu'il pensait qu'on allait le prendre via le câble, mais étant donné qu'ils sont lourds.
So it looks like Sylvain is saying that we need to get some kind of steel cable to hang them with because the lamps are too heavy for hanging just from the cord. Juste je te dire. Ben oui, ça c'est bon. So we may have a problem with the lights in the kitchen. Sylvain hung the one over the sink, which looks great. And we've mapped it all out. But we may be running into a small problem, and that's what we're determining here. In front of this cabinet is going to be another one of these lamps. You can see Sylvain is putting it up, and he's just hanging it for me so we can get an idea if this is going to be a problem. Because it was looking like it's too close to the cabinet and the doors are going to hit it, and then also visually whether it was going to look right kind of hanging in front of the cabinet. It's not as bad as I thought. I was worried about the door. Let's go see. Oh no. I'm sure this is Ben's fault. Ben's behind me in the plunge. In the scullery.
How the heck can that be my fault?
Because you were put in charge of hanging the cardboard lamps to make sure everything would fit.
Yes.
And they don't.
3 cm.
Poor Ben. Always his fault. 3 centimeters. Okay. All right, well. Un moment, je vais envoyer cette vidéo à Marc maintenant. Et on va... Je vais rester ici. All right, so I'm going to send this video to Mark so he can see this. Okay, so Sylvain raised it just a little bit to get it above the door. Let's see, it's more about what it looks like when it's closed. It doesn't look good when the doors are open because it's so close, but okay, I know you're thinking, why isn't it centered over the cabinet? And it's because it's aligned with the rest of the light fixtures in the room. So I was asking Sylvain if he thought we should raise them all up a little bit so they're the same. There's gonna be 4 like this, these 2, the one on the left, and there's one right above where I'm standing. So they're sort of like the 4 main lights. The 2 that are hanging in the middle are over the work table. They're gonna be a little bit lower, shine more light on the work table. And in the center here where that light bulb is a chandelier that's gonna be over the dining table in the kitchen. So there's a lot of different lighting going on. And then lastly, there's a wall sconce. Aussi le plique. Est-ce qu'il y a assez de lumière dans la grande cuisine? Est-ce que tu penses? Okay. Do you think, is there enough lighting in this kitchen? There's the wall sconce there. Mark's idea for the wall sconce, l'idée pour Marc, c'est pour l'applique. Et c'est pour la nuit. C'est juste la lumière pour la nuit.
Oui, voilà, lumière tamisée, on appelle
Oui.
ça. Lumière d'ambiance.
Oui. So his idea is that wall sconce is, you just leave that one on at night. That's sort of the night light for the kitchen. All right. Well, this is good for now. I have to show this to Mark and let him decide what he thinks. Hello, Ben. It's not really your fault. I blamed Ben for the placement because we were hanging. Was that you? Were you? I don't even know who was hanging. We were doing this all together. Yeah. We were in a group hanging cardboard versions of these lamps that my father made to make sure that they would fit and that things like the door wouldn't bang into them. And somehow we got some measurements not quite right. So that's what happened here. All right, I'm going to talk to Mark. Je vais parler avec Marc. Je vais parler à Marc. Oui. Hi, I am here in the big kitchen. And what I want to show you here is above my head. So hold on. Yes, I'm pointing at the 2 lights in the kitchen, which are hanging and lit. So all of the lights in the kitchen are now installed, except for this one light bulb, as you can see, hanging from the ceiling. We have a chandelier that's going to go there, because that's going to be hanging right above the main kitchen table. And in fact, this is the table here, which is being worked on. It's been stained and getting a little bit of finish. But all the other lights in the kitchen are now installed, and here again, you can see these hanging lights. We bought these lights, I think, a little over 3 years ago in Ile-sur-la-Sorgue in the southeast in Provence. And it's an amazing, amazing town. It's worth a visit, and it's particularly known for antique shops. It's not the cheapest antiques, but you can find so many things there and some really unique stuff. And one of the things we found was a set of 7, I believe we have, of these industrial light fixtures. We bought them and knew that we'd want to use them for the kitchen. So the last lighting in the kitchen is this wall sconce over here by the sink and the window. And the idea behind this light, because there's obviously plenty of light in the kitchen, is that at night this will be left on to just leave a little bit of light in the kitchen for whoever might need to come down in the middle of the night for a snack. And most likely that will be me.
petit peu pour aller passer. Ok. À 3. 1, 2, 3. C'est bon.
C'est parfait.